Hello everyone, I'll share with you some instructions on how to program your Baofeng UV-5R to communicate with toy walkie-talkies such as this walkie-talkie here. Okay. First we have to go through some information regarding this walkie-talkie first. So this walkie-talkie features, let's see, it features 22 channels, Vox control, scan function, ketone on off, 38 CTCSS. Then the frequency band is 462 megahertz. So this one operates on the UHF frequency band. Now, when we turn this on, you will see that you have numbers here. So there's 01, and then that thing there represents the CTCS, or the so-called interference eliminator tone. Now, this particular model, so as with other toy walkie-talkies, comes pre-programmed with channels. So when you move, say up, see that there's channel 2, IET01, channel 3, and so on and so forth, until you reach, see, there's 22 channels, right? So 22 channels, and then there is first IET code, there's second, and then there's actually .38. So before it moves to off, there's 38 value. So let's set this to channel 1, no IET code. Now, for the Baofeng, when you turn this on, so we are currently on frequency mode. The upper numbers here are VHF frequency, so it's an example of a VHF frequency. Then the lower number, 400.000, is an example of a UHF frequency. So this unit could shift or could use VHF and UHF frequencies. So it could also shift to the band, so from VHF to UHF and back to VHF, or the lower number here shift to VHF, because this one is an example of a UHF frequency. Use the band button. Okay. So as opposed to the walkie-talkies, which comes pre-programmed with 22 channels, this one doesn't have the pre-programmed channels. So what that means is that you have to key in the channels or the frequencies yourself. So this walkie-talkie, the channels here are pre-configured or pre-programmed. Now channel 1 uses certain frequency, and channel 2 uses different frequency. and so on and so forth until you reach channel 22. Now, to find out what frequencies the channels in this walkie-talkie are using, we have to go to a website. So this tinyurl.com/frs-gmrs-chart here gives you two tables. Okay, so the upper table here says it reads FRS, GMRS, simplex channels and frequencies. And the second table is the interference eliminator tone, or the code values for each tone. So this is particularly taken from an MS350 series Motorola walkie-talkie. So let me zoom in there. So first table first. So says that the channel here, the channels you see here, so for example channel 1 uses 462.5625 megahertz, okay, up to channel 11, and there are 22 channels in this walkie-talkie. Now, for the interference eliminator code, you see code 1 corresponds to 67.0 Hertz, code 2 to 71.9, and so on and so forth up to code 38, which corresponds to 250.3 Hertz. Now, these codes here are the upper numbers that you see on the walkie-talkie. So for this particular example, 01 is the channel off, means that we are not using interference eliminator tone for this walkie-talkie, or in this walkie-talkie. So, but if you, for example, shift or use the up button, then it says 01 and a small 01. What that means is that channel 1 using interference eliminator tone 01. So that this 01 big number here is 462.5625, and then the smaller number, this number here on the upper right portion of the screen is the interference eliminator tone. Code 1, again, code 1 is 67.0 Hertz. Now, how are these figures important? How can we make use of these figures? So these figures are important in programming on the Baofeng. So you see here that we have 136.000, 400.000. Now, so let's say for example we would like to key in the frequency of channel 1. So 1 1, channel 1, IET1, then we are going to use 462.5625 and 67.0 Hertz IET. So where are we going to those numbers on the Baofeng. So first you have to do is see to it that you are on frequency mode. So this is channel mode and frequency mode, using this button, red button here, to shift from channel mode to frequency mode. So what does it say? So channel 1 is, let me zoom into that. It says 462.5625. So let's try to key in 462, 462.562. So it says here 462.560. Even if I press 462.562, that is because the frequency step is currently at 5 kilohertz. So in order for us to go into a 625 or a 25 figure, we have to set the frequency step. So from this value of 5.0K to 2.5K. So to do that, you have to press menu 1 and then menu again, down button, and then this is what we want, and then to confirm selection, press menu again. Okay, so let's do that again. Let's try to input the values once again. So the values are 4 6 2 5 6 3. So when I pressed 3, it automatically keyed in the 25 numbers. It did not enter 3 because we are using 2.5 kilohertz step frequency, or frequency step. So we now have the upper number keyed in correctly. So we move down to the bottom number. So again, let's use 4 6 2 5 6 3. So it says that even if I press 3, it keyed in 0. That is because for the lower number, for the lower figures, the step, or frequency step, is still at 5.0K. So let's change this. So that's menu, arrow down, confirm. Now let's re-enter 4 6 2 5 6 3, or if you don't want, 4 6 2 5 6 2, but you have to use the up arrow, or the arrow, the up button, to get to a 2.5 figure. So we now have channel 1 keyed in. So let's try to see if we could now communicate with Baofeng. Zoom this out. So we are using channel 1, IET 1. Okay, let's try it. Okay, it's working. How about we transmit to this Walkie Talkie from the Baofeng? It's not working. Okay, it's not yet working. Why is it not yet working? Because we haven't set the interference eliminator tone yet. So this one uses 01 tone, but we haven't keyed in the 01 tone value on the Baofeng yet. So to do that, to key in interference eliminator tone 1, which is 67.0 Hertz, we do that on the Baofeng by using the CTCS menu. So CTCS menu corresponds to here, the continuous tone coded squelch. So we have to modify the reception and the transmission continuous tone coded squelch. So that's shortcut 11 and 13. So we key in menu 1 says here reception continuous tone coded squelch is off.
CTCSS.
Then if we press the menu button once again, we could choose from the different values here. So from the table, referring to the table, it says that code 1 of this walkie-talkie is equivalent to 67.0 Hertz. So let's use that here.
Menu CTCSS.
So there's the CTCSS. Confirm. Now we have CTCSS set up on the lower figure, but there's another one. So this is just the receive CTCSS. We also have to configure the transmit CTCSS, transmission CTCSS code. So from off to 67.0 Hertz, then confirm. Now let's check if it will now transmit to this walkie-talkie on channel 01, channel 1 IAT 1. Okay, let's check that. It's working. Let's lower down the volume. So you could see that it's working because there's that RX icon on the toy walkie-talkie, and this Baofeng here is transmitting as indicated by the red light here. Okay, let's try the alarm. It's working. Okay. So this can now transmit to this toy, and this toy can also transmit to the Baofeng radio. Now, how can we enter this to the memory? So we have to check first, see, so menu, that's 27. So to enter this on memory slot number memory channel 1. Let's see if we could enter this, confirm. It's not yet working. Why? Because we have to set the upper figure the same way that we did with the lower figures. Okay, so as you can see, if we check the
Menu.
CTC RCTS, it's still off, so we have to set it to on. So by menu and choose the correct value, which is 67 for IET code 1.
Confirm.
Then go to TCTCS, or transmission continuous tone coded squelch,
CTCSS.
and use again 67.0 value, then confirm. Now that we have the same value, the upper figure has the same value as the lower figure, let's check if we could enter this frequency to the memory channel of this radio. So the shortcut for that is menu 7. So try it with memory channel 1, confirm.
Memory channel. Receiving memory.
So that means that we have already entered that into the memory channel. Let's see. So to check if we have successfully entered that, we go to the channel mode. So here it says channel 1.
0.
So currently
1,
there are
0.
only 2 channels for this radio. So for channel 1, let's see if we could transmit. See, it's transmitting. How about this one? Okay. It's long. So it's working now. So to do it with the rest of the channel, let's say channel channel 15 here. So channel 15 is 4, that's clear, so it's 462 that dot 550, and IET again for code is 1. So if we shift to say channel 15 1, confirm that. So if we transmit, we could transmit, but let's check if we could, if this Baofeng could transmit to the Walkie Talkie. So it can't, so it's just on the listening mode. So we have to again key in the figures. To do that, you go to frequency mode, and then the code for 15, channel 15 is 462 550, and then go down and key in the same frequency, 4625550. Now set the CTCSS to the correct frequency. Okay, let's just check. So it's the correct frequency now. Now see to it that the arrow is pointing up and not down. And then to enter this to memory slot number 15 of the Baofeng radio, you use menu 2 7 and then press menu again to enter the memory channel menu, and then look for channel 15 and confirm by pressing the menu button.
Receiving memory.
And then check. Go to channel mode.
Channel mode.
We now have
1015.
3 channels because 00 is the default here. So let's try it with the newly entered channel. It's working. So we got it right. Let's check that. And let's check these. So it's working. So I can't go on with the rest of the channels because I am running low on memory space on my SD card, so I have to cut this short here. So that's how you do the programming in the Baofeng. So now any Walkie Talkie could you have at home could now communicate with the Baofeng, and this Baofeng could also communicate with the Walkie Talkie. So you can use this interoperability idea in cases of disaster, or in times of disaster or emergency within the community. Okay, so that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Maraming salamat po.